You know, for centuries, we've looked out at the ocean with just this absolute sense of awe. And it's not just the sheer beauty or the crazy depth of the sea that pulls us in, it's the incredible, hidden biological treasures down there. Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're exploring a seriously fascinating intersection where ancient wisdom meets cutting-edge modern research. Because while today's scientists rely on super complex laboratory analyses, traditional island cultures, well, they've instinctively known for generations that certain marine plants hold some extraordinary secrets to vitality and longevity. So we're going to unpack exactly what those secrets are, right down to the microscopic cellular level. Let's get into it. Okay, so let's start with a big question. If you look at modern health research right now, there is this sudden, massive surge of interest in brown seaweed. Why? What could a humble plant growing in the harsh coastal waters of the Pacific possibly offer to modern human health? Well, the answer actually lies in the microscopic survival strategies of these plants. Researchers are discovering that these exact strategies might just hold the key to unlocking better health, regeneration, and cellular protection for us, too.
Section 1. The Secret of the Sea, the Okinawa Anomaly.
To really understand the science here, we first need to look at some real-world evidence, specifically in Okinawa. Okinawa is a Japanese island group famously known as a blue zone. And what's absolutely staggering about this place is the number 100. On these islands, an unusually high number of people live to be over 90 or even 100 years old. But here's the kicker. It's not just about lifespan. It is all about health span. These folks aren't just living longer. They're staying physically active, they're mentally sharp, and they are deeply engaged in their communities well into their twilight years.
Now, longevity is never just one magic bullet, right? It's always multifactorial. The Okinawans eat a high vegetable diet, they move all the time, they have incredibly tight-knit social communities, and they experience really low chronic stress. But when researchers dug deeper, they noticed one highly unique dietary factor that totally stood out: the frequent daily consumption of brown marine algae. Scientists started to suspect that this specific type of seaweed was basically acting as a powerful supporting pillar for their extraordinary health.
Section 2. What are fucoidans? Nature's defense system.
So what exactly is inside this seaweed? The answer is fucoidans. By definition, fucoidans are natural, sulfated polysaccharides. To put that in everyday terms, these are highly complex sugar structures found almost exclusively in brown marine algae, especially the kind thriving in the pristine coastal waters of Japan and the wider Pacific. Now, just to be clear, these are absolutely not the kind of sugars you stir into your morning coffee. We're talking about incredibly intricate, bioactive molecular structures. Think about the ocean for a second. It is a wildly hostile environment. For a plant to survive out there, it has to withstand some extreme stressors. You've got intense UV radiation beating down through shallow water, massive salt concentrations that would instantly dehydrate most life forms, harsh oxidative stress, and constant, relentless attacks from marine microorganisms. Over millions of years, fucoidans evolved as the ultimate biological shield to protect these algae from all that chaos.
Section 3. Are cells under stress? The modern conflict.
Now contrast that with the reality of modern human life. We are basically living completely against our biological programming. We don't sleep enough, we're constantly bathed in artificial light, we endure chronic mental stress, we're exposed to environmental toxins, and we eat way too much refined sugar. And the biological impact of all that? It's profound. Inside the trillions of cells running your body, these modern stressors create total chaos. They mess up energy production, trigger massive oxidative stress, and totally scramble how your cells communicate with each other. And you know, if your cells are failing, your overall systemic health is right behind them.
So here is the absolute crucial point. The whole thesis of modern longevity research has completely shifted. We literally can't just keep managing symptoms as they pop up anymore. True vitality means we have to actively protect and support the cellular foundation of our bodies. And this is the exact aha moment where researchers asked, wait, could the very same compounds that protect marine plants from extreme stress actually do the same thing for human cells?
Section 4. The power of UFG, the scientific breakthrough.
To really wrap your head around fucoidans, you have to understand sulfur. I know, when most of us hear sulfur, we think of minerals, or, let's be honest, strong smells. But biological sulfur, it's an absolute workhorse in the human body. You literally need it for your connective tissues, for driving detoxification, for allowing your cells to communicate, and for building structural proteins and enzymes. Well, fucoidans contain what are called sulfate groups, and the science strongly suggests that it's exactly these sulfate groups that give fucoidans their potent biological activity. Basically, the more optimally sulfated the compound is, the more active it seems to be in the body.
And that brings us to the highly discussed UFG complex. See, not all fucoidans are structured the exact same way. The UFG complex is a super-specific, synergistic combo of 3 different structural types found in premium marine extracts. U stands for sulfated uronic acids, F for sulfated fucostructures, and G is for sulfated galactostructures. So, why does this matter to you? Because the research shows that combining these 3 distinct structural profiles creates this amazing synergistic effect. It basically unlocks a way broader spectrum of biological benefits than you'd ever get from just a single structure alone.
But, okay, there is a catch here. You can't just go out, eat massive amounts of raw seaweed, and expect these optimal results. Quality and bioavailability are literally everything. In their natural state, fucoidans are these massive, tangled, long-chain molecules. Your digestive system really struggles to absorb them. The true breakthrough in modern extraction tech is the ability to carefully snip these massive chains into much smaller, highly bioavailable fragments. And crucially, they do this without destroying those delicate, biologically active sulfate groups we just talked about. Ultimately, purity and molecule size totally dictate whether your body can actually use these things.
Section 5. Supporting the body's systems. The holistic cellular impact. Because fucoidans operate right down at that foundational cellular level, their potential benefits aren't just isolated to one specific part of the body. Researchers all over the world are actively studying how they support multiple supervital biological systems. We're talking about the immune system, your energy and cell metabolism, vascular health, the regulation of inflammatory processes, the nervous system, and overall cellular regeneration. It really is a true multi-system approach.
Let's just take the immune system as an example. What's so fascinating is that fucoidans don't just blindly boost it, which honestly can sometimes lead to harmful overreactions. Instead, they intelligently modulate it, helping your body find its natural biological balance. And looking at cell metabolism, I mean, how many of us feel totally drained of energy today? Fucoidans are heavily studied for their ability to protect our mitochondria. Those are the literal power plants of our cells, giving them antioxidant protection and keeping the cell membranes healthy so they can keep pumping out energy efficiently.
Section 6. Synergy for true health. The holistic conclusion.
Now, amidst all this genuinely exciting science, we have to be completely 100% honest here. Fucoidans are not miracle cures. They are absolutely not a replacement for necessary medical treatments. They can't guarantee healing, and maybe most importantly, taking a highly refined marine extract is definitely not a free pass to eat a terrible diet, sit on the couch all day, and live a highly stressed lifestyle. Anyone who tries to tell you otherwise is straight up ignoring the science.
The absolute best results, for sure, always emerge from synergy. True health happens when you take those brilliant, protective compounds that nature has literally spent millions of years perfecting, and you combine them with a lifestyle that actually honors your biology. That means bringing these supportive marine compounds together with a proper diet, making sure you prioritize real sleep, moving your body every single day, and managing that modern stress. When you finally align nature's cellular support with a holistic lifestyle, that's when you create an environment where true vitality can actually thrive.
Which brings us to our final thought for this explainer. Perhaps one of the greatest secrets of healthy longevity doesn't lie in the lab, but has been hidden in the sea for centuries. Modern science is really finally catching up to what traditional cultures have known all along. The ocean possesses these incredible resilience and protective mechanisms that we are truly only just beginning to fully understand. So the question I want to leave you with today is this. As we face all these mounting pressures of modern life, isn't it time we started looking back to our oldest, most natural ecosystems to learn how to truly protect ourselves? Thank you so much for exploring the science with me today. Keep asking questions, keep learning, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.